engineering resource. Very cool. Norm, do you want to give it a few minutes and then maybe we can start? And in the meantime, maybe we can quickly introduce ourselves and tell more about Codef. Yeah, so I'll go first. So I'm Chingiz. I'm a co-founder and CEO at Codef. We started Codef with Norm and Murat 2 years ago. And the goal was to enable non-technical customer support teams to build interesting customer support applications without engineering resources. From our experience, we learned that CX teams, they don't get enough engineering resources. And but the customers are expecting, Amazon, Uber-like customer support experience. So, and basically there is a gap between customer expectations on customer support experiences and lack of engineering resources. So, and Codif's big mission is to bridge this gap by enabling non-technical CX teams to build and manage these things. And a perfect example would be to show you how this can be done on chatbot use case. And we're excited. This is the first time we're showing this to public. It's a product we call Marie inside Codef, and we're gonna show this today. So welcome everyone again. Thank you. Norm, you wanna maybe?
Yeah. Thanks, Shimas. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so my name is Norm. I'm a technical co-founder on the team. So yeah, before working on Codif, I spent 5 years at Uber in the customer obsession team. We were building kind of the it's basically customer support team for engineering within Uber. So if you open Uber or Uber Eats app, go to the help section, you see all the automations. They were built by my team, basically. Yep, happy to be here.
Thanks, Norm. I'll start sharing my slides. So basically, so just kind of a quick recap. So today we're going to be talking about how to build your chatbot in 10 minutes. And we will do a live demo of Marie. It's a no-code GPT-powered chat. So I hope you're in the right room if you want to learn more about how to build these things without engineers. That's the place to be. I hope that you're in the right room. So the agenda for this workshop is going to be the following. First, we already shared a bit of a background on Codef. We'll kind of repeat some of that stuff. Two, I'll give an overview, high-level overview of Marie, what it does. Then three is the most exciting part. This is where Norm will take over, and he will show the live demo of Marie, how you can go and build from scratch the chatbot and basically go live. That's going to be, the main part of this workshop. Four, we'll come back and kind of bring it home by just highlighting some of the key features and benefits of Marie, and we will open up it for Q&A. So that's the plan. So let me start from who we are. So we are the engineering founding team from Uber, Amazon, and Walmart, and pretty much all of us we were building CX tooling at Uber and Amazon. And something I mentioned earlier, Uber and Amazon are famous for their, self-service, really strong customer support automations. And one of the reasons why they can offer that to their customers because they have a lot of engineers and they pay a lot of money for these engineers. So, but it's probably not the case with most of the companies we've worked with. And 9 out of 10 CX leaders, they always complain that they don't get enough engineering attention because CX is perceived as a cost center. And as a result, it always get, somewhere in the bottom of priorities when it comes to allocating engineering resources. So this brings us to Codif's mission. So why did we start Codif? So we started Codif to, bring Uber, Amazon level CX technologies to companies which don't have an army of expensive engineers. And the way we do this, we empower non-technical teams to build and maintain customer and agent-facing automations without engineers. And as I mentioned earlier, this chatbot building exercise is going to be fully no-code. Like there's zero engineering skills needed to be able to build something like this. So the high-level overview of Marie. So what we're going to be building, it's similar to all the chatbots you've seen. I mean, it's chatbot. It's not a new thing. But what's new about this is that it's powered by GPT and by LLMs. We can, and the big difference is here because with old school building of chatbots, it was all about training and maintaining this. With this new technology, you can get to live chat in less than 10 minutes, which is amazing. And we are super excited about this technology. And so this basically, as I mentioned, this demo is going to be, Marie is leveraging GPT-4. And also this, chatbot concept is an old concept. And the old school way of building chatbots was, basically training and telling the chatbot what to do, because it was basically kind of a, kind of, you had to build it from scratch because there was nothing to be like suggesting the content on. So the second new way of building is like the way we built it. We built using GPT-4. We put all the constraints and guardrails. And the new way of building chatbots, it's about telling chatbots what not to do. So the biggest flip, is from basically telling what to do to not telling telling what not to do. Sorry. So that's, I think, the biggest, I would say, takeaway here. So I think, with this, I think I will pass this to Norm, and Norm can start sharing. You can start sharing your screen.
Yep. Thanks, Chingiz. Okay. Can I share? Yeah. Okay. You guys can see my screen?
We can see your screen.
Okay, cool. So you can go to this URL, and I think we'll provide that link as a follow-up. But basically here, you would enter your email, provide some basic information, and then the company name. So we're gonna use NomNom as an example company here. So it's a pet food delivery company, and they are using Zendesk. So as a first step, we need to provide the data sources that will be used to kind of train the chatbot, that will be used as a data source for the chatbot. Currently, we support three types of data sources. So Zendesk Help Center is one of them. And we are adding more and more very soon. There will be more data sources here. So you come here, you provide the link to your help center. Click on add. So now you have your data source, and now you need to click on fetch to start the process of fetching the data. So what this does currently goes to that web page and it started crawling the content, and as you can see, it's showing up here as the data shows up. This might take 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on the size of your help center. So I'll leave it running. But also, I'd like to add maybe a single web page because maybe you have some specific web pages on your website, or maybe some other places which you would like to be indexed as well. Right? I can edit as well, and this will show up here as well. You need to fetch it as well, but that should happen pretty fast because it's just one page. So while this is happening, you don't need to wait here. You can just proceed and do other things while this is happening, which is very cool because,
Can you please maybe go back and show just maybe talk about it in terms of the documents that PDFs and other files can be uploaded as well?
Yes, so you can also upload the file here. So I can kind of, if you have your existing PDF files, existing content, you can upload the files here as well, and they will become also available as like a content that can be used to train the chatbot. Yeah, I forgot about it. Thanks, Chinggis.
Yeah.
Cool. So as you can see, let's say this website was already indexed, while the help center is in progress because there are more links here, right? So it shows you which links are uploaded. Also, you can maybe some of them, if you don't want to be used by chatbot, you can deactivate them, or you can even delete the ones that you don't like. And currently, we're only parsing the articles. We're not parsing any other pages from your help center. Cool. So continue here. Now you can set the tone of voice for your chatbot. Do you want it to be friendly, professional, serious, etc.? So let's stay with friendly. Also, these are the introduction messages. So you can customize what your chatbot is gonna say when it's first shown to your customers, right? And you can change the order of how this is going to show up. You can add, you can remove them, etc. Cool. Okay, and the next step is the styling. So you really want to make it as close as possible to your existing website or your existing branding. So if you go to the nom, let's say, if you go to their website, they actually have a very simple kind of Zendesk chat here. So we kind of want to emulate the same style and the same styling because it's already, it was already probably approved by the design teams. So let me go ahead and do that. So here, this is going to be the name of the chatbot that's going to show up here. You can also leave it empty. Let me upload a logo. Yeah, let's choose this one. That's going to fit the header better. I can select the colors. So I already know what colors can be used. So I'm just going to put it here. Okay, customers. So I know that the customer chat bubble is also red based on what I see here. And let's make this widget also the same color, red, because that's kind of the style of your website. And for the chatbot bubble color, it is grayish on their website. So I'm going to kind of use the same color here as well. All right. So this is pretty extensive. And basically, you can see the preview here. And let's go to the next step. So as a next step, you can actually see the preview of the chatbot. This is actual chatbot that you can play with it. You can ask questions. Of course, we know that the content is still being loaded, but let me try to ask a few questions based on your help center content. So let's ask, what is the latest I can modify now? Or
quick question on the.
Go ahead, Chinggis.
Well, quick question on the data sources. So, did it already finish parsing all the help links? Does it matter to make this work?
No, it doesn't matter.
I think it would be helpful for the audience to know.
Yes. So as we're indexing these new pages, in real time they become available. Our platform kind of ingests the data and it is already available. So I know that this should be one of the first pages that were already parsed. So I hope this is gonna answer the question. But let's see. Okay. So as you can see, it did provide an answer. And it also gave an article which actually contains the full content here. Yeah, and this is the order deadline, and this talks about how, you know, this deadline is the week prior to your scheduled delivery. I think we kind of answered this in the same way. And as you can see, I said, can I modify my order? But the text here doesn't have a modify word here. It talks about the scheduling, changing, and canceling, which are very similar words, but it was able to understand that this is the meaning of this article, and it was able to kind of match it correctly, and then also use the Gen AI to properly deliver the summary. Okay, so let me try another question as well. So let's say I'm wondering if I can buy their food at a PetSmart, because maybe I have a PetSmart really close to where I live. Also, by the way, there's a thumbs up and thumbs down buttons here. By clicking on these buttons, we are doing some additional fine tuning and training. And let's say if I rate it highly, then this content is again more likely to be shown next time to the next user. And of course, if I rate it low, then it's more unlikely to be shown in the future. Okay, so while this is loading, the snippet here, you can copy the snippet and you can basically put it on your website or on your existing help center. So let's say in Zendesk, you could take the snippet and put it on the Zendesk. Here's the video explaining step by step how you can like take the snippet and put it on your Zendesk instance. And also it explains how you can put it on your website as well. Okay. One thing I want to just check on the data sources and see how much data we have loaded. So I can go back. You can see that that has completed indexed. And as you can see, we have this many articles that were already kind of ingested by the chatbot. Cool. Okay. I also wanted to show you one more, and at this point you're done. I think it took roughly 10 minutes to kind of get the whole thing running. One more feature that I wanted to show you. So that's available once you log in to the dashboard. So once you create this chatbot, you receive an email with instructions. But since I know, just go to our dashboard. You can log in with that email. And we have a feature called custom replies. So what it does is, let's say when people are asking questions to your chatbot, you want it to behave in a very certain way, right? This is what Cengiz was talking about when he said, like, you want to create guardrails around what you don't want your chatbot to be talking about and stuff like that. So here we have a feature called custom replies. So here you can add, you can think of it as an override. So let's say, since this is an e-commerce brand, let's say, there is a bad weather and shipments are delayed. to specific states, maybe, right? So I want to create an override saying that if somebody's complaining about late shipments, late deliveries, that there is a weather condition, so they might probably have to wait longer. So I'll just give it some name so that they can refer to it later. Here in the next field question, basically you need to give it a human readable category, like what type of inquiries should be addressed by this reply, right? And you can provide examples here. So I said, still haven't received my order. Where's my order? And you can provide a lot more examples. And then you provide the actual response that you want to be coming, that you want the customers to see. So here I'm saying, if you're located in the US East Coast, current shipments are delayed by at least 7 days due to severe weather. Very sorry for the inconvenience. So this is like one imaginary scenario. So once you save it, let's go back to our chatbot here. So I'm going to ask a question, where is my order? Just let's keep it simple. Okay. And as you can see, that exact messaging that you provided is now part of your chatbot. So you can easily add more of these messages and kind of guide the chatbot to answer the questions properly. Cool. I think that was it. Also, we provide extensive analytics on if you select your specific chat, it can kind of shows you your history of conversations, which questions were answered, which questions were not. So you can take this data and give it back to your support team and say, hey, I see that these questions are not being answered. Can you maybe expand the FAQ, write more articles, right? And once they do that, you just go back to data sources and you kind of refresh again, re-index the same data, and now you will expand your chatbot to include that as well. So all of that can also be done through this UI here as well.
Norm, can you please take a look at the Q&A section? So there's a question is, where did you enter in that new messaging? And will that automatically be added as an option for ChatGPT to check? Elaborate on this extra
messaging. So yeah, that's, I assume this is about custom replies, right? So that becomes available once you go through this process of onboarding, these 4 steps. Once you're done with them, you will receive an email which will have instructions for you to log into your personal dashboard. And here on this dashboard, when you log in, you will have this tabs on kind of menu on the left, and you will have a menu called custom replies where you can add them. I hope that answers the.
Are you seeing? So there's.
Yes.
I think people are following up.
Automatically be added as an option for ChatGPT to check. Yes, it will be automatically added, and as you saw from the demo, it's real time. As soon as you add it, that will be used by ChatGPT.
Also, another question is on product suggestions, right? It's one of the popular use cases we've seen as well.
Have any limitations to suggesting products as well? Suggesting products, yes. We can suggest products as well based on what the questions are, I guess, from the customers. It depends on the specific use case. Would love to discuss more in details, like what is the exact situation there. And I see from Jan, what you showed us, we couldn't see it. Okay. Oh, interesting. Cengiz, maybe you can help me here. Do you? Oh, I see. I think I'm sharing only one tab. I see.
I think so. Yeah. That's the problem. Yes.
How do I?
That's a really good catch, Jan.
Got it. Okay, let me stop sharing and I'll share my whole desktop then.
Yes, please.
entire screen. Okay, you'll see everything that I have now. Okay, so basically what happens, and by the way, then you also miss the styling then. So currently GoodX chatbot looks like this, and I was kind of trying to emulate the same style, so you missed that part as well. And then this is the dashboard that I was talking about. Sorry about that. I was talking, it probably seemed like I was talking to myself at that point. So you will get this dashboard here, and here you will have your chat, and you can have like more customization here. Let's say you can set the availability of your chat. You can say like which date and time it will be available. But to the question here, we have custom replies section, and this is what I added, shipment delays. This was the kind of the question. If the customer is asking late shipment type of question, with here are the examples, then this should be the response, right? And during the demo, I asked the question, and that exact response was given. Okay, so I hope that kind of resolves the confusion.
It actually does, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, Jan, thanks for questions, because I think other people were also confused.
Yeah. Thanks. If you can stop sharing.
Yeah, I'll stop here.
So I guess we are done, right, with the whole demo, with the whole workshop, I think. So the biggest takeaways are, I mean, let me kind of go back to, so we did the demo. So going back to the agenda, we did the demo. We'll just quickly go through the key features of and benefits of Marie and like, GPT powered chats. So we do basically know, as you could see, we didn't spend time training this. So because it's a semantic based understanding. So also we don't need any data pretty much. So we just need your articles, your knowledge base documents, and maybe previous tickets. Sometimes we see that companies usually also want to leverage their successful closed tickets as a source as well. And we handle training. So, but as you could see, the training doesn't mean like training, but it's more like fine tuning, making sure that content is correctly, reflected in your chat experience. Voice tone configuration. So we showed you basic 5 options, but there could be more. If you have a specific voice, your company has a specific voice in communicating with your customers, then we can also incorporate that tone of voice. It could be Harry Potter style. It could be something else, very informal, very friendly. So that can be also handled. And we also support different channels. So this experience you saw, it was only on like chat, but it could be also SMS. It could be also email. Basically, every text-based channel can be automated with this Marie. And the results, you have them as well. Is we increase ticket deflection rate by and effectively resolve the most repetitive tickets. And I think the biggest thing is that it in the past it would have taken you like months, to build and maintain the chatbot. You whenever you have to update something, you would need to go and make sure that that the training data is reflected as well. Here, it was very easy for Norm to show it. How you can just take the overarching message, put this and or edit the current messages, and it will be regularly updating itself. So it's kind of like a chatbot on autopilot. So I think that's it from our end. So thank you so much for joining us. We're always available on LinkedIn. Norm Usenkanov and Chingiz. My last name is pretty long, but anyways, there are not so many people in California with this name, so you will find me on LinkedIn. Also, if you want to create a chatbot now, please scan this QR code and you will get to the onboarding page of our experience. And please send us any questions you have. Also, if you want to, we will be doing these workshops more. Maybe next month we're going to have another one. So if you want to, do a live demo on your company, please reach out. We would love to do that. And we would love to kind of, talk to you. So I'll stop sharing my screen and let me look at questions. So I think there are no questions. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. I think, Norm, do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay, so the biggest takeaway is that, I guess something we want to say is basically it's a game changer. So I think if you're in customer support and you're in SMB, and if in the past you thought, oh, this chatbot would be great to have, but it's expensive, it's going to take long. Now it's not the case. So now you can do this very fast and at a very, very low cost. So yes, it stands alone. It might be a standalone product as well. I think one question here I got, it acts as a standalone product as you saw it from this demo. But sometimes we see that companies want to have deeper integrations with their backend systems. So for example, if I want to get a refund for my missing food, or I want to understand where's my order, then this is where we need to, do some deeper integration. So this is where you will need to hook to our another product. We call it Shortcut. So, but we offer you full customer service automation platform with no engineering resources. So that's the, I think, highest level description. Norm, did I misspoke anything as a non-technical person, or that was?
No. It's all good. I guess it is a standalone product, basically, yes.
Yeah.
But there are some more advanced integrations and features. And if that's required, then we would have a separate conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Thank you. Thanks everyone for joining, and enjoy your Thursday. And please, if you're not on our LinkedIn page, please, follow us on LinkedIn and send us any questions you have. Thank you so much. Have a good one.